Ghanatube so for open some ahudo 8 now odi weni action here said the latest, the happenings, the shocks, the happy ones and all that was for Nina Ghanatube so and I was Ebeka 8 personal young wasted time bibiano was for Dimechi Nanya a war on young Goti and Bra.
The Ghana Integrated Iron and Steel Development Corporation says a $600 million US iron ore project is set to commence by the end of 2025. Chief Executive Officer William Okofo-Datte said the move is aimed at reducing the country's reliance on imported steel products. He spoke to Joy Business during a visit with some engineers to iron ore sites in the Volta region.
Ghana has a significant iron ore reserves estimated at 1.7 billion tons, primarily located in regions like the Savannah and Oti with an iron content exceeding 55%. In spite of this, the country currently imports 800,000 metric tons of iron and steel annually, costing approximately $900 million. Meanwhile, the Ghana Integrated Iron and Steel Development Corporation has initiated efforts to commence mining operations this year. Speaking to Joy Business after a tour to the Oti region, Chief Executive Officer William Okofo-Datte said just the Ghana government is collaborating with private investors to mine these deposits, aiming to boost the iron and steel industry and create employment opportunities.
It looks fantastic. It looks so great. In fact, we came with technical advisors and then we met some professionals on the field. All the information they are giving us tell us we have something good to look up to. Something good is coming our way very soon, and then they are comparing it to other areas in the sub-region where they are doing similar exercise. What we have here is quite promising and it's giving us a very good result.
Geologist Professor Frank Yami also expressed optimism about the prospect of the iron ore industry, emphasizing the need for collaboration between investors and the government to support the country's economic growth.
The research you are wearing, is that okay? The vehicles, the engines, a lot of the parts of the vehicle, they all come from mining or mine products. Is that okay? I remember at one time in an international conference, people were arguing, some environmentalists, about all this. I said, fine, if that is the case, they should just put off the light for 1 hour and let's see what will happen. The projectors, as I said, the vehicles, the computers, all those things, these cameras. Is that okay? Over 70-80% are mine products that are mined from somewhere. So no nation, no society can do without mining, the roofing sheets. Okay. But how responsible do we do that? That comes to the environmental question.
DEC is currently undertaking the necessary geological assessment and infrastructure development to facilitate the smooth start of mining operations. James Ishen's report for Joy Business.
Now, newly elected president of the Ghana Association of Forex Bureau Operators, Dr. Alex Akpabli, is calling for stricter sanctions against black market currency dealers. According to him, the Bank of Ghana's efforts to stabilize the cedi being undermined by the actions of these unauthorized operators. Dr. Akpabli made the remarks in an interview with Joy Business following the swearing-in ceremony of the association's new executives.
The Ghana Association of Forex Bureau was established to ensure regulated and controlled access to foreign exchange, playing a crucial role in the country's financial system. During the swearing-in ceremony of 8 new executives, Dr. Alex Akpabli emphasized the need for further efforts to bring order and integrity to the market.
In fact, the black markets are very strong institution. They were there before our establishment, and so it is not easy as we speak. But then, you know, if we are allowed even to trade among ourselves, if we are allowed to have access to, you know, forex, you know, exchange, I think that it will reduce, you know, their activities. Okay, if there is no forex for them to, you know, to have to buy, you know, because we buy and sell. You know, if they even come to us, I think that it will reduce their activities.
As part of his plans for the association, Dr. Akpabli shared his vision to enhance the credibility and effectiveness of the association.
First of all, I think that the sustainability of our industry is very crucial because the introduction of fintechs where they provide financial services 24/7. In fact, it's an existential threat to our survival, and therefore, one of my vision is sustainability. How we can sustain these associations.
The Ghana Association of Forex Bureau reaffirmed its commitment to its core objectives, ensuring compliance with Bank of Ghana's regulations, promoting ethical practices among its members, and contributing to the stability of the national currency. James Eshen's report for Joy Business.
All right, turning to another story we're keenly following for you. Ghana is on track to secure a provisional agreement with the IMF regarding the fourth program review. According to sources familiar with negotiations, George Jeffrey has this update.
The team led by Mission Chief Stefan Rode is expected to bring their two-week review over how Ghana has performed under the program to an end tomorrow. However, based on the engagement that we've had as at last week, there is the likelihood that Ghana could secure what some are describing as a provisional staff-level agreement based on the assurance that the country is going to implement corrective measures which are described as structural before the IMF staff can go to its board in June this year. If Ghana finally passes the fourth review based on the assessment by the IMF board, that will lead to the release of some $360 million to Ghana. The country's fourth review is happening the time that Ghana is said to have missed out on some key targets ending last year. However, in the area of international reserves, Ghana has even met the end of program target even before 2026.
The government's latest treasury bills auction was oversubscribed for the first time in a month, with sales rising by 2.81% according to the Bank of Ghana data. Meanwhile, interest rates saw a slight decline. Head of Trading at Republic Securities, Patrick Edemagana, joins me on Zoom with an update. Patrick, what changed?
Well, good afternoon, Darryl. We noticed that investor confidence has increased, and also we saw a little liquidity improving on the market. We can gradually see that investors are accepting the playbook of the government, and clear that the financial ministry is not willing to increase the rates like we've seen in the past. So they are accepting it, and also we are looking at availability of options on the market. There are limited options on the market for investors who like short-dated instruments. So because of these limited options, people are accepting the rates as they are.
Now the comment comment section. I'm much pray I can kindly na Eddie Amo. Aha, Ghanatube for story as usual. I was here for my crown.